Hello everyone. Today topic is states of matter, and in this video also I am discussing only the related formulas in states of matter. I am not explaining any definitions or any concepts. I just want to give a brief revision on the formulas which are very important in states of matter. So that formulas will be helpful in doing problems in the objectives. So let us begin the class. Once again I am telling this chapter is only for outgoing students who are going to write JEE Mains or NEET or MSET exams in the coming month. So let us see the only important formulas of states of matter. So in this first topic is Graham's law of diffusion. So in the Graham's law of diffusion, the rate of diffusion is inversely proportional to density of the gas. So R is inversely proportional to 1 by square root of the density. So rate of diffusion is inversely proportional to square root of density. And we can also write this equation as R is inversely proportional to vapor density also. We can also write it as vapor density. And we are having a formula that is molecular weight is equal to 2 into vapor density. So instead of vapor density, we can also write this as R is equal to R is proportional to 1 by under root of molecular weight m. So again, it is proportional to molecular weight m. If these three relations are taken, and if it is taken as some two gases R1 and R2 of two gases, then the formula can be taken as R1 by R2 is equal to square root of D2 by D1, or you can also write this formula as R1 by R2 is equal to square root of vapor density 2 by vapor density 1, and this can also be taken as R1 by R2 is equal to square root of M2 by M1. Sometimes here he will also mention the temperature, then you can also take this formula as T1 by T2. Temperature is not given, you can take M2 by M1. Next, this rate of diffusion can also be taken as R is equal to volume of gas traveled in time. Here this small t is time. So you can also write this as R1 by R2 is equal to V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. Next topic is Dalton's law. So in the Dalton's law, the law states that the total pressure of mixture of non-reacting gases is equal to the sum of partial pressures of individual gases. Let us take two gases as Pa plus Pb. So this is partial pressure of A and this is partial pressure of B. And these two should be non-reacting. Then their total pressure will be equal to sum of A plus B. So this is total pressure. You can write this as Pt, total pressure. So this is the statement of Dalton's. And here, if you want to calculate the partial pressure of A, and the partial pressure of A will be equal to total pressure of the gas into mole fraction of A. And if you want to calculate partial pressure of B, then the formula is total pressure into mole fraction of B. So now what is this mole fraction means? So mole fraction of A is nothing but it is the number of moles of A by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. And if you want to calculate mole fraction of this B, so this is equal to number of moles of B by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. So this is how we calculate mole fraction of A and B. So these are the formulas related. And remember, Dalton's law is applicable only to non-reacting gases. So it is not applicable to reacting gases. It is applicable only to non-reacting gases. Next topic is ideal gas equation. So in this ideal gas equation, we get Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro's law, and by relating all this, so finally we get ideal gas equation as PV is equal to N into R into T. So this is very important relation. And here N is nothing but number of moles, and the number of moles can be taken as weight by gram molecular weight. So you can take this formula as PV is equal to number of moles means weight by molecular weight into R into T, PV. And if you bring this volume this side, we get P is equal to weight by volume R into T by M. And this weight by volume is nothing but mass by volume. So mass by volume can be taken as density. So we get formula P is equal to dRT by M. And here R is nothing but gas constant. So R value you can remember 0.0821. And if you want to take the units of R, so you can also calculate units of R. So that is R is equal to, it becomes PV by N into T. So pressure you have to take in atmosphere and volume you have to take in liters, and this is mole, and temperature you have to take in Kelvin. So if you write this, R value is 0.0821 atmosphere, liter, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. So these are the units. And one more condition is pressure should be taken in atmosphere only. So when it is given in millimeters or centimeters, then 1 atmosphere will be equal to 76 centimeters, or it is also equal to 760 mm, or it is also equal to 760 torr. And volume you have to take in liters only. So if it is given in milliliters, you have to convert into liters. And then this is no problem. Weight by molecular weight is you can directly take. And here temperature also should be taken in Kelvin only. So you have to remember these these units. So whenever you are taking R value as 0.0821, take this as atmosphere, and this is liters, and the temperature you have to take in Kelvin. That's all. Next, next kinetic gas equation. I'm just writing the equation. It is PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square. And now from this kinetic gas equation, we can derive Boyle's law, Charles law, Graham's law, Dalton's law, and everything. But very important equation relation from kinetic gas equation is it is kinetic energy. So if the question is asked to calculate kinetic energy, Then kinetic energy, you can take it as 3 by 2 n into r into t. Actually, this is derived from this kinetic gas equation. So I'm not deriving this. Just I am writing the final equation. That is kinetic energy is equal to 3 by 2 nRT. And here remember the R value you have to take it as 2 calories. And if it is given in kilocalories, then it to take it as 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kilocalories. Sometimes in the options, instead of calories, he will give as joules. Then take this R value as 8.314 joules or 8.314 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kilojoules. So this is kinetic energy. These are the R values. So in the R value for ideal gas equation is different and R value for kinetic energy is different. So you have to remember the R values. Next, whenever average kinetic energy is asked in any question, average kinetic energy. Average kinetic energy is directly proportional to absolute temperature. If temperature is same, you take whatever the gas, the average kinetic energy will be equal to 1 is to 1. Once again listen, kinetic energy is asked, then you can take this equation. Average kinetic energy is asked and the question is he will mention same temperature. Whenever same temperature is given, it indicates that average kinetic energy will be same for both the gases. So you take hydrogen and helium, or you take oxygen and nitrogen, different moles, but same temperature. So whenever temperature is same, average kinetic energy will be nothing but 1 is to 1. You take hydrogen, nitrogen, some different moles, but finally average kinetic energy will be equal to 1 is to 1. Next topic is molecular velocities. So in the molecular velocities, the first molecular velocity is RMS velocity, and this RMS velocity is denoted by C, and this is having equation C is equal to under root of 3RT by M, and this equation can also be taken as under root of 3 PV by M, and you can also take this equation as under root of 3P by D. So here PV is equal to nRT. So in the place of 1 mole of a gas, this RT is nothing but equal to PV. So here I am writing this as 3 PV by M. And here mass by volume is density. So volume by mass is nothing but it is molecular mass is nothing but you can take it as D. So this is equal to under root of 3P by D. Next, second one is average velocity. And average velocity is denoted by C bar. And average velocity C bar is equal to 8RT by pi m, or you can also take this as under root of 8 PV by pi m, and this can also be taken as under root of 8 P by pi d. That's all. And next one more velocity is there. It is most probable velocity, and this is denoted by Cp, and Cp is equal to 2RT by m, and this is equal to 2 PV by m, and this is also equal to 2P by D. And here R value you have to take as R is equal to 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7. Final topic is Van der Waals equation. So in the van der Waals equation, this is for non-ideal gases. So we have a pressure correction, and the pressure correction is taken as P plus A n square by V square, and the volume correction is taken as V minus NB. And just substitute this pressure correction and volume correction in ideal gas equation. So in the place of P, you write this pressure correction, and in the place of V, we write volume correction. So now the van der Waals equation can be written as P plus A n square by V square. This is P, and volume correction V minus NB is equal to N into R into T. That's all. And for 1 mole of a gas. So sometimes he will ask, write the van der Waals equation for 1 mole. If van der Waals equation is asked, you can write this P plus An square by V square into V minus Nb is equal to nRT. If it is asked for 1 mole of a gas, this N becomes 1. Now the equation is written as P plus A by V square, and then V minus B is equal to RT, where this A and B are nothing but van der Waals constants. So these are all some important relations in the states of matter, and problems may be asked on these concepts. So once thoroughly practice these formulas and try to solve some objectives from previous years or any materials. And thank you. That's all for the day.